It's time to talk about the next flagship from Xiaomi, and it's a big one. The biggest one of the year, the Xiaomi Mi 10. This is usually released at the start of each year to compete with the Galaxy S series from Samsung. So with the Galaxy S11 series in line for a whole host of really big improvements, how is the Mi 10 going to compete with that lineup this year? Firstly, let's look at the design. The Mi 9 was very simple and effective all around. It kept the focus on being thin and lightweight at the expense of the battery. It was only 3,300 milliamp hours, and today that battery is just too small. The Mi 10 will be bigger and thicker and will have a bigger battery, that's for sure. Rumors online in China are pointing to Xiaomi changing up the design of the screen this time around, going from a flat OLED display on the Mi 9 to a curved OLED display on the Mi 10. This post from a leaker online in China said that Xiaomi are testing out a curved OLED display with high refresh rates, expect 120 Hz, from Samsung Display. There's only one type of phone that an OLED curved display with 120 Hz refresh rates can go into, and that's the Xiaomi Mi 10. If the panel is from Samsung Display, we should also expect a cutout. As Redmi have shown us, it looks like Xiaomi are moving towards the cutout display. Even though the Redmi has an LCD screen, it would make sense that they carry on the type of design for the Mi 10. This isn't confirmed yet by other hardware leaks, but it would make sense for Xiaomi to move away from the teardrop design and go for the hole punch, considering that most flagship phones will be using it in 2020. They have two options for the camera system, either using the IMX686 from Sony, that's a 64 megapixel sensor, or using the 108 megapixel sensor that they had Samsung make them specifically. And of course, I think it's going to be the 108 megapixel sensor. A huge advantage that the Mi 10 will have over the Mi Note 10 is the Snapdragon 865. This has been confirmed officially by Xiaomi to be going into the Mi 10, the first phone from Xiaomi to use the new flagship processor from Snapdragon. Using the absolute best flagship processor from Snapdragon is the only way to get the best results out of the camera hardware that they'll be using. The CC9 Pro did so well with the Snapdragon 730G processor, but at the end of the day, that is a mid-range chipset, and to get the absolute best out of the camera hardware, you need a flagship chip. Things are about to be taken to a completely new level with the Snapdragon 865. Registry information from China has shown an upcoming Xiaomi device with 5G that supports 66 watt fast charging. Again, this looks likely to be the Mi 10. That is a flagship specification. Xiaomi showed off some new charging technologies a while back, and we expect them to be coming in the Mi 10. Not just fast wired charging, but also incredibly quick wireless charging up to 30 watts. They said that will be ushered in along with the new 5G era, and of course the Mi 10 using that Snapdragon 865 will have 5G. In terms of the product overall, I think that the CC9 Pro or the Mi Note 10 is going to be used as the basis for the design of the Mi 10. A curved screen, a bigger battery, and a more premium design overall. The only things that the Mi 10 lacked was the charging specs and the mid-range processor that it was using. The Mi 10 will bump up the charging specs, put in the best flagship processor, and then try to go head-to-head with the Galaxy S11 series. Subscribe for all the latest tech news and everything to do with Xiaomi. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.